750, 700. Show myself in 754 out. 10-4. I wanted to say that's where you sent us.
So I'm out of memory. I should have taken that off.
Shame on you.
No.
That's the first thing you do. As soon as as soon as they're in your folder, delete them off your thing. Well, I got mine running.
I'm right behind you. I'm gonna roll out with you.
Where's it going? What do we got?
And we got a call from his therapist saying that he's suicidal and he's going to take the kids and go finish it off. Also said that Fort Hood caught him in the act of having a pistol in his mouth and said he was going to kill himself. Now he wants to pick up his kids. They just EMD'd his wife.
EMD'd?
Yeah,
Who did?
I don't know. So.
Okay, well, where'd you get that information from?
The therapist.
So they just EMD'd his wife.
As far as I'm aware. So we're trying to get a hold of Fort Hood. We're trying to get a hold of the therapist, find out what's going on. But he does have a gun in the car. He does have bags packed, ready to go. He's very uncooperative as far as providing his name, identification, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sure y'all patted him down and all that stuff.
Yeah, we searched him. He kept reaching in his pockets. And then he said that gun was in the car.
Do you have a phone number for the caseworker or
The therapist?
therapist or?
12300. You got the phone number?
Which one's his car?
Huh?
Which one's his car?
That silver Dodge Journey. Captain Sarah Sanders.
Did she give a
Give her a call.
vehicle he drives?
We're about to get poured on. Afternoon.
Afternoon.
I'm Sergeant Fox. I'm with the Sheriff's Office. I'm
Hey, no, Sarge.
one of the mental health deputies.
Hi.
You know why I'm here?
I believe you're here to talk to me.
Okay. And why would I need to talk to you?
I don't know. Why do you need to talk to me? They're the ones told me that I need to talk to you. So.
Okay. I'll give you all the information that was given to me. Apparently, earlier today, at some point, you were in contact with Fort Hood authorities. Mm-hmm. They found you with a gun in your mouth.
Negative. That is not what happened at all.
And that you told a therapist that you were going to take your kids and go in their lives and in your own.
Never said that.
I was also told that your wife has been taken into custody for an emergency detention in reference to mental health as well today. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
That's all the information I've got.
Okay.
So.
Because my wife has behavioral health every day.
Okay.
Every day that she has like regular counselings, and then this is the first time she's met with her counselor,
okay.
Like her therapist or whatever. So she said she wasn't in a good spot. She said she wanted me there at the hospital to be with her. They said, okay, you're going to go to the emergency room. You're going to get checked in, because she wants to do inpatient instead of outpatient.
So she checked herself in?
No. It was on the recommendation, based on the conversation that her and the therapist had.
Okay.
Based on that recommendation, she said, hey, I want you to go downstairs and be admitted.
Okay.
So I went to be with my wife.
Okay.
And then while I was there, we just went through the process. I was never allowed back, so.
So where's your wife right now?
She is at the hospital.
In the process of being placed in inpatient care for mental health issues.
Yes,
Okay. And what is your name?
David.
What's your last name?
I'm not gonna identify myself. I mean, you guys know who. I mean, they know who I am. I already identified.
Where's your ID?
It's in my pocket.
May I see it, please?
Actually, it's on my phone.
Huh? May I see your ID, please?
I'm gonna respectfully decline.
Respectfully decline.
Yes.
Well, okay, since you're not giving me much information, here's what I do. My job is to determine whether or not you're a danger to yourself or others.
Okay.
If you are a danger to yourself or others, then I can take you into custody under a notification of emergency detention. And I can take you to a hospital, and you will stay there until you're medically cleared, and then you'll go through a psychological evaluation. However long that takes is however long that takes. If they deem that you're needed for inpatient care, then they can continue to keep you until they feel that you're stabilized. So the more information I have, right now I've got a whole lot of information that if I didn't talk to you, and I went off the information I had, we'd already be going.
Okay.
And that's where we're at right now.
Well,
So the more information you give me, the
I'm-
better decision I can make, an informed decision that I can make. And with you not being cooperative, that does not lead me to,
I'm respecting my rights, and I'm being cooperative, discussing you exactly what transpired today.
okay, well,
So what happened was, my wife was saying, "Hey, they're gonna hold me here, and they're gonna come try and take my weapon." I was like, "Okay, well, it's my weapon. It's not her weapon." So I said, "I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna take my weapon and take the kids, and we're gonna go to Chicago where my brother lives, and I'm gonna give him the weapon."
so you're just going to leave your wife here
Yeah, I already talked. We already discussed it.
and just drive with the kids.
To Chicago.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'll tell you, that sounds a little far-fetched, but okay.
It's not far. I'm literally going right now. That
Okay.
was the plan.
Okay.
I'm going to Chicago. I'm gonna have my kids stay there. My twin brother's on leave right now. And then my mom's gonna come to Chicago and help watch the kids. And then I'm gonna come back here and work because I work at Vista College. So I'm gonna do my due diligence, come back, be with my wife, and be here. My kids.
Okay,
don't
well,
have-
this whole process has come to a halt until I can identify you.
This whole process comes to a halt until
You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere with the kids until I can identify you, and I can make an informed decision on whether or not you're being placed under emergency detention.
So you making an informed decision was predicated on whether or not I give you my.
No, I need to have you identified so I know who I'm talking to. Otherwise, how do I know who I'm talking to?
Well, then they've detained the wrong person, obviously.
They've detained the wrong person? Why?
Well, that's what you don't know who you're talking to. They've obviously detained the wrong person.
Okay.
So,
So,
I'm
okay.
trying to be.
So you're going to make this difficult, is what you're going to do.
Make it difficult to respect my rights.
What is your right?
So
What right are you invoking right now?
to be secure in my person and effects in my name. I don't have. I can. That's the
No,
Fifth
that's not part of. I don't think that's part of the Fourth Amendment. Is name.
Fifth Amendment.
Oh,
I don't have
either
to
way.
say. anything.
Searches and seizures is fourth, but that's okay.
Right. You're absolutely right. You're not providing any information to use my fifth.
No, that would be incriminating information.
Any information could be turned incriminating.
That's your okay. Well, then you're not going anywhere,
Okay.
and we will sit here for as long as it takes.
Okay.
Because you're not leaving with those children. When I have a licensed therapist telling me that you said you're going to shoot yourself, that you were found today.
Never said that.
Well,
That's all hearsay.
I don't-
I'm being detained on hearsay.
No,
Yes.
no.
That's what you're saying. I'm being
Well.
detained on hearsay.
First name was David, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What's your date of birth, David?
I'm not going to identify myself.
Okay, then we
Stay
can
here, it's fine.
we can stay here. We'll call CPS and they'll take the kids from you.
Okay, that's another threat.
It's not a threat.
That's
That's
a threat.
that can happen.
So you're threatening to take away my kids based on no crime committed. That's
There,
what you're saying.
there doesn't have to be a crime committed for your children to go into CPS custody until we figure out whether or not you're going to shoot them, shoot yourself, or shoot anybody else.
You're not a medical health professional.
You're right. We have the word of one right now who he's on the phone with as we speak.
I would love to talk to them. I would love to have a round robin with that medical health professional.
No, well, apparently you've already spoken to them today.
I spoke to the law enforcement officer that was at the police officer that was at the house. I didn't speak to any medical
Okay.
health professional. Actually, I talked to them on the phone with my wife.
Okay.
Never inserted any of them.
Zero cooperation.
Okay.
You have his name and everything?
Yeah, his name is David Welch, 912 of 85. Either 912 or 922. They have CPS caseworker involved already. This incident with him putting a gun in his mouth happened on Monday.
Monday, okay.
And then the wife is at Darnell right now.
Right, that's what he said. What is her name, do we know?
You have the wife's name? Maria Kelly.
Maria Kelly.
Maria Kelly.
Okay.
Date of birth? Jag is trying to figure out where he was at and how to get into his house, and then with him having his bags packed and the gun, she recommended us call Jag to see if they were going to come out here, or
Okay. I'll give him a call. He's not active duty, though.
he's not active.
He's not active duty. I believe she is. So if we want to, whoever you're on the phone with, make sure we can call them back immediately if need be. But if you want to call Jag, because I don't know if we have enough to actually detain him right now for an EOD. So we need to stall as much as we can, or not stall, but gather information as quickly as we can. So, okay. Okay. Mr. Welch,
Yes, sir.
is it 912 of 85 or 922 of 85?
922.
Okay.
912, 85.
I'm just telling what I wrote down. I can't read my writing half the time.
I hear you.
Okay.
I can't read my writing.
Do you have a middle name, Mr. Welch?
M.
For
That's the initial. Michael.
M for what?
Michael, I just said.
Oh, because never mind. Never mind. It's a long story. And you live on Fort Hood, is that correct?
I do.
Okay. With your wife, Maria.
Yes.
Okay. What's the address on Fort Hood?
51631 Karankawa Circle. I spell KARANKAWA. Circle. Unit 2. Fort Hood.
What's that phone number I can always reach at if I need to?
801-388-7083.
Okay. Now, updated information that I've been given, because we're getting all sorts of information from Fort Hood right now.
Sure.
Apparently Monday was when you had the weapon in your mouth.
Didn't ever have a weapon in my mouth.
Never had a weapon in your mouth. Okay.
Negative.
So, do you know why somebody would, for lack of a better phrase, lie on you about that?
So, well, here's what I told Cortez. I'm gonna tell you. So, my wife has regular meetings. She met with her counselor. Told her counselor she was in a bad way.
What's your wife been diagnosed with?
Just mental health.
Bipolar, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety,
I
PTSD?
honestly don't know her diagnosis.
You don't know your own wife's diagnosis?
Because I don't think she's ever been given a diagnosis. All I know is that she has severe depression.
Okay.
If that's the diagnosis, then that's what it is. I don't think it's like any other.
How long has she been actively battling this severe depression? How long has she been seeking help for it?
Seeking help?
Yeah.
Probably February and March.
Okay.
Of this year.
And was there something that made her want to go get help, or just
Yes.
it's about time, or what?
No.
What'd you say?
It's the command climate. She had really bad NCOs constantly like telling her that they're going to try and take her rank away, that she's not going to be able to go play Armed Forces soccer. She did get to go, but that was because the commander let her go.
Okay.
Constantly, because she's a 88 November. She works in the HQ shop where she does all like the message traffic and the status.
What's her pay grade?
E4.
Okay.
So she's working with a bunch of E7s and officers who belittle her, degrade her, give her extra duties, even though that's not in their purview.
Okay.
But just constant command pressure, right? And then she started seeking help for that, saying, "Hey, I'm in a bad way. This is what's going on." And then she went to treatment up at Georgetown.
Okay. Georgetown Behavioral Institute?
Yes.
Or Rock Springs?
Rock Springs.
Okay.
Rock Springs.
When was that?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Or
How long was she there for inpatient?
inpatient, probably 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks?
Yeah, a
Okay.
week and a half. Actually, it was a week and a half. Because we went and saw her on the weekend, and she was like back on by Thursday.
Okay.
The next week.
All right, so she's seen somebody this morning. This somebody recommended that she get inpatient care, and she went downstairs
Yes.
and started the process at Darnell, which is where she currently is,
Yes.
for inpatient care
Yes.
because of her severe depression.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever been diagnosed with any kind of mental illness?
No.
Okay. Are you on any medication for anything?
No.
Okay.
Other than fish oils because I'm fat and I need to lose weight.
Okay.
That's the only thing prescribed to me. And then I actually just got back from the VA trying to meet with her.
Were you active duty before?
Yes. So
Okay.
I was active duty for 5 years and I did 3 years Army National Guard after that.
Okay. Are you hearing any voices?
No.
Seeing anything nobody else sees?
No.
Have you ever tried to hurt yourself before?
Negative.
Okay. You want to hurt yourself now?
No.
Want to hurt anybody else?
Negative.
Is your wife on medication right now?
Yes.
Okay. And she's taking it correctly?
Yes. I
Okay.
believe so.
Who are the who are the kids? How many kids are yours inside? 1, 2, 3, 2. What are their names?
Genevieve.
Can you spell it for me?
Genevieve. Genevieve.
Last name is
Welch.
okay. Welch.
Yep.
How old is she?
3.
What's that behind you? And what about her sister or brother?
Brother. Sebastian.
S-A-B.
S-A-B. Sebastian. S-E-B. Sebastian.
S-E-C-B.
S-T-I-A-N.
S-E-B-A-S-T-I-A-N. Welch?
Yes.
How old is he?
1. Turning 2 in November.
Okay. So, your wife's in inpatient care.
Yes.
We're assuming she's going to get it.
Currently.
And your plan was to take the kids up to Houston,
No, Chicago.
Chicago. I said, you're right. I was even take the kids right now on a Friday afternoon. Drive up to Chicago with a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old
Yes.
to drop off a handgun with who again?
My twin brother.
With your twin brother, and then drive back with the kids. So
No.
okay,
My kids are staying up there.
your kids are staying up there. Okay,
Yes. And then my mom's gonna go get the kids.
okay, from your twin brother.
Yes.
What's your twin brother's name?
Steven.
Is there a phone number for him that I can have?
Yep.
What is that?
801-388-7123.
And your mom, what is her first name?
Christine. I actually had to look up her number. One
That's all right. Welch,
You want me to look it up?
please. Last name
her
what?
last name is Nelson. Her number's changed. Mine hasn't. Like
Alrighty.
10 years. (208) 690 9049.
And if I call Stephen, he's going to give me the same story that you're giving me.
Yes.
And if I call your mom, she's going to give me the same story that you're giving me.
I haven't been able to talk to my mom really. All she knows that Maria's being admitted, and that's as far as we got.
Okay, why are you going all the way to Chicago to drop off a handgun?
Because they won't let Maria return to our home unless the handgun is either in their possession or just gone.
And you didn't want to just let them have it temporarily? Why? Okay.
Like I explained to these guys, I don't trust them with my firearm.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's why I'm gonna go secure it elsewhere.
Is there anybody else that lives with you besides your wife and your 2 kids?
No. Just us.
Is the handgun that's in your vehicle right now, is that the only gun that was in the house?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're sort of in a holding pattern, a small one right now, not a big one, as I thought we were going to be in, until we get off the phone with the folks from Fort Hood.
Okay.
Because apparently they might be interested in you as well.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know the extent of it. I don't know if it's just where is he, or if it's we'd like to talk to him, or anything else. I don't know as of yet.
Okay.
called it. You guys said it was gonna come in pretty good.
I told you, man.
All right.
It was like something was wrong.
I believe it's in the vehicle, still in the vehicle. All right, we'll give you a call back. All right. All right. So what I've found out so far is that she went home Monday to kill herself, and when she went into the house, he was in there, had the gun in his mouth, and they were coming up with the suicide pact. They both, nobody can explain to me how they worked it out, but they decided not to. Then she was having suicidal thoughts today. Then she was going to go and kill herself. And she was talking to her counselor. And so they, I'm sorry?
I guess all this information we're getting came from her to the counselor?
It's, yes.
Okay.
She's the only witness we have from Monday. Jag said that they've had a suicide pact before, where he was going to take her out, she was going to take him out. Nobody said anything about taking the kids out or anything like that, but everybody's definitely concerned that he was going to do something.
What is the therapist, the counselor's name? Is that who you've been talking to?
Sarah Sandmel.
Sandmail?
Sandmel.
And she's a captain? Is that the captain one you were talking about?
Captain, yes.
And this is all what Maria told her. Maria told her we had a suicide pact, and when I was going to do it, but I walked in and he had the gun. And
Well, I don't know if she knew. The guys on JAG had me on, I guess, on speakerphone, so there were
Okay.
several in there. And that's the ones that said, hey, they've had a suicide pact. They were trying to get into the residence to get the gun. However, there's no legal right for them to get into the residence.
well, the gun's here, so
And they said they'll come pick up the gun. But
he won't release it to them.
still won't.
No. Those are the choices given to him. Either release it to them or dispose of it. And he is in the process of taking the kids, driving to Chicago to drop the kids and the gun off with his twin brother. His mom is supposed to also go to the twin brother's house and take care of the kids. That sounds a little ominous. But then he's going to drive back here. But obviously there's no guarantee he's dropping off the gun. He could just be dropping off the kids, bring the gun back, and the wife gets out, and now the kids are already with somebody, already with family. What did they say about him? Did they want him? Did they have anything to take him in, or?
Criminal charges, no. They want a commitment on him, but
We don't
I
have
don't have anything really fresh, right?
we don't have anything to take him on. He's not claiming any kind of mental illness. He's not claiming any kind of.
The doctor said that his wife was really concerned because he's in a deep depression and has deep depression, but he's not seeking any treatment on it.
He's pretty outgoing for deep depression.
The only thing I would think on that is that he's got his mind made up on something that he's going to do.
He's already got his mind made up. I'm trying to think of the form. Okay, we have a form in front of us. What are we going to put on there? All we can put on there is what somebody else said. Now, do I doubt? But we're also not getting. She didn't tell you, and now you're telling Corporal Edwards on the phone. She told somebody else who told somebody else who's now telling Corporal Edwards on the phone. So we're not getting, first-hand information. I'm sort of stuck on this one. CPS is already involved. Are they willing to come get the kids?
Cove was supposed to be calling him. Louis Garza is the CPS worker. They're supposed to be making contact with him to come.
I'm going to call his brother. See what he says. This is Sergeant Fox with the Corio County Sheriff's Office in Texas. I was looking for Stephen Welch. Yes, sir. I'm calling you on behalf of your brother. Are you aware of the situation that's going on with him right now? Well, I'll tell you what I've been told, and maybe you can fill in the blanks and help me out here. I am one of the mental health deputies for our county, and I was called to come speak with him. Apparently earlier this week, him and his wife created a suicide pact, and apparently they've done this before, according to sources, reliable sources, and that she is currently in inpatient care at a local hospital on Fort Hood. Okay. Apparently he has a gun in his car, he has his bags packed, and he's heading to Chicago to drop the children off with you. And then your mother is supposed to come assist you with taking care of those children. What concerns us is him coming back to. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. 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 Well, I mean, okay. The thing that concerns me is if you go with the information that I was told that you just corrected me about, but if I go with that information, he is going up there, just to me this is how it looks, or this is what concerns me, is he goes up there to drop the kids off with the family so that they're taken care of, and he comes back here with him and his wife with a handgun, and then they can go ahead and complete that suicide pact. Okay, that's what concerns me. Like I said, I'm just saying, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm not the fact that he has a handgun, the fact that where he got it, and the fact that what he wants to do with it is not in question right now. In a way, it's not in question. What he wants to do with it, is in question, because that's what I'm trying to figure out. But if he wants to leave it with you, by all means, he can, and I'm not questioning that. I'm just, and I'm going to say something really dumb, but I've learned to say it and just work through it. What kind of guarantees are we going to have? We as local law enforcement here going to have about that? I mean, that's what we have to look at. Yeah. Right. So in your opinion, all the information that has come to us in reference to the most current suicide pact and previous ones are all coming from his wife Maria, not him, and that she's made this stuff up. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Went to college. What's the letter going to 3 years? You've been together 5.
Okay.
So Monday, I think there was a big health meeting. She also got told that she was gonna be NJP'd and counseled. I think that day was that day also with non-judicial counsel. And she was, I think she was counseled that day. I can't remember if that was the day we counseled. Her and I together went to